poppin' YouTube? Extra Thick Games here with you. Well, technically again today, though it might be unbeknownst to you as my viewers. You see, I had planned to make 2 videos for you today, and counting this one, I actually recorded 2 videos for you today. The first of which was an opening of a whole box of Soul Fusion Special Editions, right? And to recap that, the polls were garbage. I think I pulled all of 1 value card, but at least I got 2 copies of it. I got the 2 Thunder Dragon Darks out of it, and then got that Condemned Witch, a Danger Thunderbird, and Orchestrated Return as the secrets. But you'll notice that that's not anywhere on the channel, and that is because the polls were so bad that they corrupted the video files. I spent all that time recording it, and I couldn't so much as upload the footage. They were corrupted, and they would not read on my camera or on my computer. That is some nonsense, I gotta tell you, viewers. It's disheartening. You invest so much in something like this to have some fun opening it on the channel, and it turns out to be literally all for nothing. A total waste of an investment. But it's neither here nor there. I'm going to keep the box because I like it, but we got a different video for you today. Yeah, this is why I drink, viewers. This is why I drink. I was promising you guys a deck profile, and this is going to be the best one. Just wanted to show off my green leather deck box, made in Poland. Had it ordered custom for me. And the deck we'll be looking at today is me officially going dark side because I made Altergeists. And I made like a filthy, nasty variant of this deck. Like if you play this deck, like go take a shower. Like you're filthy. Don't even take a shower. Take a bath so you can simmer in the filth because you deserve it for playing this deck. I'm literally the worst. Let's get right into it. Main deck. We of course got the 3 Altergeist Marionetters. We're gonna play the same kind of general Altergeist monster lineup. So we got the 3 Marionetter, the 3 Multi-Fakers, best monster card in the deck. So the Searcher just kind of goes off and makes all your combos possible, really. And then of course with the errata or the update that we received back in the summer, it works really, really well with what's the trap card? Manifestation. Yep. Then we got another one of our kind of Searcher cards, but namely Linkuriboh Fodder. We got the Altergeist Millerseek, triple of him, and then lastly, of course, the most frustrating card to play against in the deck, double Altergeist Sequidus. Oh my god, and this card's going to come in such handy for us. Such handy for us. I'm going to show you why in just a little while. Our last Altergeist monster is going to be, their kind of archetypal hand track is going to be Altergeist Conqueri. Yeah, run 1. It breaks otherwise, but I mean, it's searchable, and it can every now and then pull you out of some deep trouble. As far as actual hand traps are concerned, I'm going to play Double Ash, still just kind of the best overall one, but you don't want to play too many of it because it's once per turn, and you don't want it clogging up an already kind of second turn-based deck. You want to see as many things that you can use as possible, especially after your opponent begins their turn if you've gone first. But then, our other hand trap, we are playing Triple Droll and Lockbird. But Thicc, why are you playing Triple Droll and Lockbird? People aren't really searching all that much this format. Well, they don't have to search that much. They just have to search once, and I'll get to it. Not to mention, this is still great against like Thunder Dragons and whatnot. It's still a good card. But we'll get to that. We'll get to why Triple Droll is going to be amazing and just filthy nasty in this deck. But for the 2 spell cards, we got, of course, the double Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Just shut down any deck that isn't Altergeist, really, or, any other kind of Magician, Dark Magician, Pendulum Magician. It'll just shut them down entirely unless they have like a quick, immediate way to remove that from the field zone. Let's get on to our traps, though. We're going to play double, not triple, double of all of the Altergeist traps. We got double Manifestation. We've got double Protocol. And then we've got double Personal Spoofing. Can't wait to get this in the super rare from that new pack, right? OTS pack 9. That's gonna be amazing. That's just gonna be amazing. And you don't want to see them too terribly often, especially because most of them are searchable. But we're gonna get to the one card that we do play 3 of right now, and that is going to be Triple Trap Trick. Now this card, you don't see it too much these days. Well, I guess in more recent variants of Altergeist, you're seeing it a bit more, and it's a smart idea. It's a new card from Soul Fusion, and it dumps any normal trap straight from the deck to the field. So it never really made a whole lot of sense to me why people would say, like, oh, cards like Infinite Impermanence, Evenly Matched, and the like were so good in Altergeist because they were traps, and this is a trap-based deck. Well, it's not like they were searchable, and it's not like they had a whole lot of synergy with anything in the deck except for maybe Multi-Faker. But with this, it's basically like running a 3rd, 4th, and 5th copy of each of them, and you'll notice I say 3rd, 4th, and 5th, because we're not playing triple of any of them, and it's because we got this. It works just fine, but you gotta play at least 2, because this requires that you do banish 1 copy of it from the deck. But, what I was alluding to, we've got double Infinite Impermanence. Excellent, like Veiler that can't be... that just can't be hand-trapped, or not hand-trapped, Called by the Grave, since that's back at 3, and then... You know, it has the extra interaction with the back row in the same column if it's set, which if you're using Trap Trick it will be. Double Evenly Matched, board wipes. And then the absolute just nastiest card in this whole deck. This is the reason why I wanted to personally make this deck, is because we are playing double Trickstar Reincarnation. That is right, my Thicc boys. Double Reincarnation, and we're playing triple Droll. The Trap Trick makes this card just not searchable, but I mean technically searchable. You just put it straight on the deck and you can flip it up that turn. And if they searched anything at all, you hit them with that Droll, and then you Trickstar Reincarnation them, and it banishes their whole hand. A combo they could generally only play in Trickstars. You're playing in a better deck. You're playing in Altergeist. And then, oh my god, don't get me started. If you had Sequitas on the board, and they had something that was problematic on the field, you bounce that back to their hand with the Sequitas, and then you hit them with the Reincarnation to just banish it outright and remove it, or just remove the problem altogether. This is filthy. This is nasty. Like, I'm gonna get beat up for playing this. This is amazing. Oh my god. Then we got the one Floodgate. We're playing well, I guess the one Trap Floodgate. We got the Imperial Order. And then to kind of help us search out that secret village, we're playing double Metaverse. And then lastly, the 3 Solemn package, Judgment, Warning, and Strike. We could have played Triple Strike, but, I mean, who's to say one's going to be more useful than the other? It's just going to be like, you see one and you make the most out of it, really. But that's going to wrap it up for the main deck. Let's go ahead and get into the extra deck, huh? Alright, Thicc boys, for the extra deck in this just filthy deck, we're of course going to run the 1 Prime Banshee. You only really need 1. It's not like you're going to be going into this several times, like the next Altergeist Link monster. You got to play your triple Hextia, because this one's probably going to be the one you're going into most, and chances are you're going to be using 1 Hextia and another monster to go in as Link for a 2nd Hextia, and then maybe even, if you get the opportunity, do it a 3rd time. You get just so much... You're getting so many pluses, well, maybe not pluses necessarily, but searches, and recovering resources, and if you get multiple on board, chances are their attack's growing, and it's great. You need triple Hextia. And then the 1 Kildoga, not necessarily going to go into this that much, pretty situational, but it's there just in case you need it. And then for the Link 4s, got a couple of Link 4s. Seldom are you going to go into Link 4s in this deck, but in case the opportunity arises, you'll get the 1 Boral Sword Dragon for OTK, pushing for the OTK. Gotta have it, very good card. The Borreload Dragon, you're going to play that in case there's just 1 problematic monster and you don't have necessarily access to your Evenly Matched or anything like that. Just steal it, just take it from him. Just get rid of it all outright. Just bring it over to the dark side. It's where we went for playing this deck. It's where your opponent's monsters are going, because they're going to be a part of this deck. And then lastly, Gumblar Dragon. This isn't going to be like one of those hand loop decks by any means, but still you can take some resources from your opponent, and it's better to be able to do that at least some than not at all. Alright, Link 3s, we got the 1 Trisbania. It's actually pretty good in the deck, works well against opponent's back row, because we're playing this filthy deck. We want to be the only one with any kind of back row. Use the Trisbania, blow him up, deal him some burn damage. Love Trisbania. Summon Sorceress. I mean, this is Splash Pool in just about any deck, really. Great card, get you some resources. Then link it away for something bigger. Gotta have the Summon Sorceress. And now it's accessible for everyone because of this special edition box right here. We got like 5 of them out of it. So we got Summon Sorceress out the ass, guys. Nightmare Package. Nightmare Package. We're going to play the Unicorn, the Phoenix, the Cerberus, and the Mermaid. We're going to play the Mermaid in case we get Ibleed because we're not about that life. They're going to try and stop us. We're just going to immediately turn it into Link fodder and then go into something else. They try and trap us. It's going to work. It's going to backfire on them because we're the trap deck, guys. We are the trap deck. Unicorn, though. Good card. Not necessarily going to be one that you're going to go into that much in this deck. Really, you're probably going to stick mostly with your Link Karibo and your archetypal Altergeist Link monsters. But we play all of these except for Griffin because we side deck Ghost Reaper, and a lot of decks are playing these Nightmare cards. So it is what it is. And then, as I alluded to, the Link Karibo for your Meliseek. Good card, and then you can link it away and then bring it back, all that fun stuff. Now, getting into the side deck just to wrap this up, you know. We got the double Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. I don't think it's necessary at 3 right now because Firewall's dead. If I play test it and there's just a problematic extra deck monster that I deal with that he doesn't need to see more of this, I might take the next hand trap from the side deck, cut it down to 2, make room for a 3rd one of these, but in the Link Hour, this is actually a pretty good card. Then we got the triple Ghost Ogre. Come to think of it, I probably should just make it triple Ghost Reaper and double Ghost Ogre because, again, Firewall's dead. This isn't that great anymore, but I really wish it would negate the effect instead of just popping the monster because you're already getting the effect is plussing your opponent. It's doing great things for your opponent, and all you really do is robbing them of like 1 Link material. But I mean, it is what it is. Still a good card. Just I don't find very many situations where it's that useful for me. Then a good way to kind of get rid of big problematic boards, extra links, whatnot. If you don't get your evenly matched, we're gonna play the triple sphere mode instead of like one kaiju or anything, because people are making big boards these days, big boards, and getting rid of 1 monster just isn't gonna do the trick. If you're going second and they extra link you, you're gonna need something like that. You really just are. Then double Called by the Grave. We're not gonna play 3 even when it is at 3. It's not even a hand traps, if they're playing something that's super hand trap heavy, but if you play 3, you're just running the risk of drawing too many of them in your opening turn and robbing yourself of resources to make your own plays, so we don't want to clog it up too much. We play 5 traps in the side deck for any deck that's spell reliant and anything like that. Just shut them down if you don't get your 1. If you're finding drawing into your 1 Imperial Order is a little too hard, we got the triple Anti-Spell Fragrance and for just back row. If they're able to, if they main deck or side deck you, if their side deck is built around stopping Altergeist, and you need to get rid of that, you've got your Heavy Storm Dusters. Just blow up their back row that's kind of hindering you. Heavy Storm Duster, and then because it's a normal trap card, it'd be able to be searched to the field by your trap trick. So altogether, I think it's a pretty solid side deck. Although the event I plan on playing this deck in with YCS Atlanta 2019, the team YCS, I don't know if we're even going to be able to play with a side deck, but always nice to kind of have one just in case, you know. But I think this was just the filthiest, nastiest version of the deck that was gonna just make opponents rage, right? And oh my god, playing Droll Reincarnation that's searchable in Altergeist, that, oh my god, I felt filthy, but I needed to include it in this deck. I've never once beat this deck, and if you can't beat them, join them. And I honestly see why this deck is so popular. Other than cards like Trap, Trick, and Impermanence, it's pretty cheap too. So yeah, this is going to be the deck that I'm sticking with for a while. I might go ahead and upload that Danger Burning Abyss deck, even though that Malicious getting cut to 2 kind of hurt the consistency in some combos, but I was able to make it work a little bit. But namely, this is going to be what I'm sticking with for a while because I'm a terrible garbage human being. Hopefully this footage doesn't get corrupted because of how filthy the deck is. But yeah, that's just about got it for now. More videos to come. I'll see if I can get my hands on a Switch pretty soon, right? So I can get that Smash Bros content out here for you guys, since that did just drop. Super excited for that. More Vrains reviews to come. More Vrains reviews, you know, it just takes a while to make those. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this deck profile, guys. Subscribe if you thought this was terrible. Subscribe if you thought it was great. Subscribe if you're evil and garbage like me, and play this deck. And let me know what your kind of, I guess, tech or nasty cards that you like to throw in Altergeist are. Let me hear about it. I want to hear it. And above all, guys, just stay thick for me. All right, just stay thick, because this box pull just wasn't thick. Y'all need to be thick instead. Stay thick.
Extra